Good morning. Welcome back to Tuesdays with Tom. We're outside our office this morning. As you can see, our beautiful blue sky is colored smoke. This is Chico, and Chico's where the big fire started, and it's just a time to remind us about being ready. Fortunately, we were on the end of the fire that didn't get burned, so we're safe here, but there's other areas and towns now that have disasters again. In fact, this fire is burning almost all the way up to Paradise and may hit the town. They've had evacuation warnings. Now they're letting people go back in. There was one facility in Paradise that was rebuilt after the campfire, and they had to evacuate. They took residents down to a facility in Orland. So anyway, things are different now. They have what's called zones. So you need to know your zone, which is kind of complicated if you haven't looked at it. And if you're in the middle of a real fire, you know what the zone actually is, because they don't tell you anymore this street's being evacuated or this street's closed. They tell you these zones are evacuated. So look up, you can just Google zones or go to some of the websites. One of the websites we really like is called the Watch Duty. And then there's another one, it's calfire.ca.gov, okay? But be familiar with the zones. Every area in California now is in a zone. It'll say the county you're in and then the zone it's in that county. So you might say 112 and there's one in LA, but there's also a 112 here, and actually that's our current zone here in Chico. Also, they have different warnings. So the different warnings, warning 1 is be ready to evacuate. Warning 2, pack your bags, get them near the car. And then 3 is an evacuation order. It's not a warning. And that means get in your car and get the hell out of there. Okay? So we've had several people that they decide they're going to stay at their house, and it takes the services away from the people trying to put the fire out. So it's not a time to be a hero and try and save your house. If it's going to burn, it's going to burn. Okay? But be ready for the facilities. Know where you're going to relocate to. Be sure your staff know where they're supposed to go. So double check your relocation agreements, have transportation available, and have things ready. Make a list of what you're going to take if you're going to evacuate. Get that stuff ready to go. Dig it out of the closets and be ready if you got to evacuate. I've actually myself evacuated twice, and it's not the time to start thinking about what should I take. Okay, figure it out now. Hopefully you won't ever have to deal with it, but if you do, this is real, people. Okay, get ready.